everyone and welcome to this week's studio vlog. Today I'm going to show you how I set up my traveler's journal, my travel pouch for journaling supplies, and my travel backpack. And how I pack this thing. Also, I'm going to show you how I plan my clothing out visually with the iPad and Procreate. So stay tuned. So you've arrived at the travel pouch and journal part of the video. So this is what I'm taking with us on our trip for 10 days. Sorry, Charlie is right outside the door and he's gonna make noise. This is a Delfonics medium-sized pouch. I purely got it because I saw a bunch of people on YouTube, and now look, I'm another person on YouTube saying how awesome this is. But it's so nice. They're a little bit pricey. Honestly, they're made of a really tough canvasy material. But I just want to go through quickly what I have in here. So in the back, they have a Velcro pouch with two more pouches. I don't really use this side too much. So in here, I've put a second little mini pencil case that I got from Indigo. And this is empty, but it's just so that if I just want to take a couple pens with me and maybe my water brush, and then I can take my watercolors out of here for the day, then I can do that without having to take this whole thing with me. That being said, I'm really excited to have this for on the plane, to have on the tray table and just be able to journal and have my little area and have all this right at my reach. So starting, well, I guess we'll start from this side over from top to bottom. So in this back pouch here, I have a glue stick and these little Fiskars ceramic scissors. They are so handy and they're not like, there's no blade involved. So these are really good. I checked the TSA airport security thing, and as far as I know, these are good for travel because the blade is within a certain amount. I'm not sure, but I checked. Okay, I guess we're going down to this one now. So here is this is like my cut and glue station quick, and then this is like my you made a mistake section. So I have an eraser, and then I have another eraser that's a pencil eraser, which from Tough Stuff, and I had this thing for forever. It's really good because for fine details, especially if you're sketching, you can use like pencil and shading, and then you can use this fine tip to like carve out some highlights, which I love. And I have, of course, whiteout, dollar store whiteout. Then I have a bunch of little binder clips. Yeah, just a couple of them to like prop open my traveler's notebook and keep pages from flying around if I'm out in a windy area. Next up, I have actually we'll go up here. I have a water pen for my watercolors. This has water in the back of it, so you don't need to carry around a bunch of water with you and a brush. It's all in one, and then you can just refill it easily, and you have your little paintbrush there. I have my mechanical pencil for doing a rough drawing before I do the watercolors. Then I have a couple of permanent ink so that when I'm drawing, if I use watercolor, I can do the drawing in this pen first and then watercolor over, and I'm not going to be making the ink run. So this is a Faber-Castell Pit Artist pen, and this one is size S. And then I also have a Prismacolor permanent pen, and this one is much smaller than I was expecting. When I got it, I didn't really know, but it's a 005. This is it's such a fine line, but actually it's incredibly good for detail. And then I have, so this is an S. I don't know what that equates to in anything. It's kind of strange, but this is a 0.5, which is kind of my preferred. I don't know if that's focusing properly, but Staedtler Pigma liner. So this one is kind of my chunky one for my major lines, and then I go a little bit smaller with the Faber-Castell, and the Prismacolor comes in at the very end for like those fine detail areas, which I really enjoy doing it that way. And then to carve out some little special highlights, I have the Uniball Signo white pen, and that's really super duper. This one will give you that white highlight. Last year on our trip to Prague, we searched everywhere for the best pen that would leave an actual white line that wouldn't just absorb into the paper and then disappear like you haven't put a line there at all. And that one was the one we came to. So then I have down in this area is more like my functional pens, the pens that I'm gonna be going for just to write and journal. So I have my go-to, my Papermate Inkjoy Gel. And then I have these two, which are also Papermate Inkjoy, but they're Quattro pens. So they each have 4 colors. So you can see I have a good amount of variety there for pen colors. And I was gonna bring each one of these in its own pen, like colors similar to this, exactly like this, these colors. And I was like, what am I doing? Even though these aren't the greatest pens, at least I have a variety of colors and I can make my journal pretty fun. So now let's go inside. So exciting. Let's peel back the edges here so we can get a better look in what's going on here. It's a main cavity, and then it has these pockets all along the side. There's 4 pockets along the edges. I like to organize these in a certain way. So we'll just take the stuff out of the middle here. Starting with the journal itself that I'll be taking for the trip. So this is my traveler's notebook, traveler's journal that I've filled up with some inserts that I'll go over in just a second. So I have this little folder that I got from the dollar store that has a cute little button. And I just have like ephemera bits, like some journaling cards here, you know, travel journaling cards, and just some other like little ephemera-y bits that I thought were like travel-y, so I can stick those in. I will do a flip through once I come back and I have my journal all filled up. I like these little folders though. I can't seem to find them at the dollar store again. They're by the Prince Charming collection from Studio C. I don't really know, but I love them and I wish I could find them again. And then I have a little Recollections paper pad. It's like a travel themed one. It has some alphas. It has some like little, just cute stuff that's travel related. And I've been saving this one, well, mostly as you can see, for this travel journal and this trip. So I'm really excited to use it. And that's everything that's in the main cavity. And then I have my watercolors. So this is a Winsor & Newton watercolor set. It just has a little 14 color set, and it has a tray that you can pull out here. And put your thumb in so you can hold it while you use your little water brush and do it. Don't hate me because I have green all over my yellow. So that fits really well into this back pocket, which I love to have, that it just fits so well. This is that's my more miscellaneous area. We'll go to the washi cards first. In this pouch, I have a variety of washi tapes for my use while I'm on my trip. And I just put these on some old business cards and have them in there. This one I have kind of a new edition, which are these little stamp sets. One is like a weather stamp set, and the other has like a present and a little meal thing and a little idea marker. So I just think these will be so cute. They really turn out adorable. Like, and these ones are blue and these ones are pink, and they're just like the cutest. Then I have my random stuff. So I have a tape runner, glue runner thing from Tombow. And then I have a refill for it so that when I run out on the trip, then I have backup. Also, I have some refill lead for my mechanical pencil, and then I have this little Olfa blade knife. It's just a little retractable thing, and this I've had for a really long time, and I don't use it that often, to be honest, but it's so light and I can see myself using it to like cut a brochure really quick to put into my notebook. So that stuff is all back there, kind of a random spot, but that's stuff that I don't reach for often, so it's in the back. And that's everything inside the pouch. And I can have that open with my journal and just do some journaling while I'm on a trip. So now that we've gone over that, let's get into the travel notebook. This is a recollections traveler's journal. If you've never seen traveler's journals, just look it up. I can't really go over it all in this video, but basically there's a bunch of notebooks that are strung together on strings. You can put what's called a jump band and put lots of notebooks in there, as many really as you want. So I have 3 notebooks in here. I guess I'm gonna have to face it this way. I have the first notebook. I just surrounded it with some travel paper from the same pack that had those like journal cards. So that's on my first band here. And I just have a notebook that I actually got this traveler's notebook at Walmart. I didn't know they were selling traveler's notebook stuff, but I just started to do some like pre-journaling. So I watercolored on the first page. I've just kind of been sticking in stickers and borders and that kind of thing. Because I'm getting excited, and I can journal around it and I can stick things in, and so that's going to be kind of my catch-all journal for writing and recording and putting receipts in and that kind of thing. That's where I'm going to do that. Second one, I just put another paper in here, and this is kind of a different edition that you might not see in a traveler's journal. But I actually made this book. I made it in InDesign, and if you're interested in how I did that, I mean, it's pretty straightforward. I'm a beginner at best. This is from where we're going. We're going to Bucharest, Romania. So I have a blank couple pages just back to the map. It's kind of cute. And then I just have like information on the Romanian parliament, some pictures of inspiration. I could have printed this in color, yes, but I chose to do a black and white because I wanted to save on ink. So here I just have like some random places listed that we want to go. I also have, there's a big thermal spa to go to. So this is all information about the thermal spa, what time and location the little shuttle buses leave from Bucharest, what the charges are for like a full day's pass for 2 adults, that kind of thing, and some important information. This is all just screenshots that I found from the website, and then I just put them in so that I could have, like, you can't see the color of that, but it's gonna be pretty amazing. So then I have Brasov, just a little bit of information about a rental car that we got, some inspirational photos, train information, some more information for writing down stuff when we're there, and some foods that we should try. I always love including this in there because then when you get there and you're looking at a menu, you can come back and look at your traveler's journal and be like, oh yeah, that's what I wanted to try. That's what I did some research on. Then I have a little currency cheat sheet so that I know, because they work with Romanian dollars, which is called lei, Romanian lei, so to Canadian dollars. Then some common phrases, you know, hello and thank you and whatnot. Then I also have our details. I will blur that. And then that's the other side of that paper. Isn't this a gorgeous paper? It's like all different room keys, all nicely foiled. I love it. And as you can see, this travel book that I made and printed is a little bit too big in here, but it still closes. Like the string does interfere a little bit, it pokes out a bit, but it's not the end of the world. I just put this little picture of some compasses in there and some more paper, but this is a little plastic sleeve. So I can stick receipts or anything that I find, little ephemera bits while I'm there. And this last insert is not really an insert. It is simply a bunch of watercolor pages that I folded, I cut out and I folded. This gives me 12 pages to work with. If I could do 12 watercolors, which that would be impressive, honestly, because we don't sit there and watercolor all day, but we do like to sit frequently. So I can foresee doing like 4 or 5, maybe 6. So in the 10 days that we're there. And then I have the other side of that plastic pouch, which is actually a little zipper area. And in here I have all the stickers. You were wondering where the stickers were. They weren't in my pouch. They're in the back here so I can have them for quick access. First I have little branches paper travel set. In those go. That is my traveler's notebook setup. So I'll give you a flip through when I come back and what's changed and update you on all of that. And this fits just ever so nicely into there, along with the ephemera pouch and the other sticker pad. Here we are, packed and ready to go. On to the backpack. Before we get into the actual backpack, I just want to go over how I plan it out in Procreate. First, on the iPad, I draw out everything that I'm thinking of. It's a much easier way for me because I'm a very visual thinker, that I can draw it out and kind of have an initial thought process as to what I'm gonna wear, and it kind of helps me plan out the outfits better. So as you can see, I also create a little legend of all the outfit combinations that I could possibly make from these things that I have. It turns out to be a lot more than you think. When you're planning it out, you think, oh, I have to take something for every occasion, but really the combinations are almost endless. So then after I do that initial one, that was a couple of months ago that I did those first drawings, and now here I am redoing it recently and refining. I got a few different pieces that I wanted to add in, some that I wanted to take out, and I'm just kind of trying to plan out what I'm going to be bringing on this trip and refine it a little bit. And there's some stuff even here that I don't end up taking, and then I just go through and I'm kind of doing a little bit of a checking off of the elements that I have. Welcome to the travel backpack portion of this video. This is my travel backpack. It is a Vetura 40 liter by Mountain Warehouse. It does have chest strap here, also like waist strap. It has a little top pouch that I don't really use for very much, but it's there for you. And then it opens from the bottom and from the top, but it has kind of a separator. So what I like to do is either put shoes or like toiletry stuff that I want to be able to access like very quickly. This is where I'll put my liquids for TSA. So when I'm going through and I have my liquid little pouch, I can easily have that accessible, so I can just pull it out and put it next to it, and then I can just stick it back in, and I don't have to fuss with very much at all. So I love that. And it is a, what do they call it? It's open and it's like a big sack. What I like to do is I like to use packing cubes, of course. It also has 2 like side compartments and one that kind of goes along the front. I like to put like flip-flops or just like a light pair of sandals, or one shoe, running shoe, can fit on either side, so that's super great. I hope you just have watched me draw my clothes. So now we're gonna go through the clothes, and that's how I plan out my clothing. With more pieces, it's an easier way to lay everything out than having everything physically out on a bed, which I did the first time around, but now I kind of get a better sense for how things are actually going to go. Already in a couple of piles here, I have like my toiletry items and like medication and random other stuff, my passport and that kind of thing. All that I'm going to bring is one large packing cube with all my clothes, and a small packing cube with like my pajamas and underwear and that kind of thing. I like to do the rolling method. Let's get the stuff together. This is a tank top for pajamas, and my other pajamas thing is, let me know in the comments if you find this content interesting. I personally love packing videos, and I love seeing how people like organize for a trip. There's something, it gets me, and I feel like although this is a channel for little branches for my Etsy sticker shop, I feel like travel is such a important part of my life. It's bound to get shared on here, and if it helps somebody who's a journaler and a planner to plan, I mean really I'm planning, so it's the plan with me, but it's really a pack with me. So these are just some leggings for sleep, comfy for when I'm at the Airbnb, with a tank top. And I have other sweaters that I can wear to make this warmer, but that's generally how I sleep. So that's what we got. We got a bathing suit here. This bathing suit is new and I'm so excited to wear it. This is a black, like a dress top. Not a dress top, not a dressy top, but just a t-shirt dress kind of thing that I wear over jeans or over leggings and that kind of thing. A nice dress. A dress that I wear with leggings. Another dress that's like a jean dress. This is really super nice and casual, and it's definitely fresh. So this is just a long, like a midi skirt that has this nice stripe in it. And look how small that like rolls up. And this t-shirt dress is actually part of my travel day stuff, but I'm going to put it, you know what, I'm not sure if it is actually part of my travel day yet. I have not decided whether I'm gonna wear that black one or this one. I have a feeling it's gonna be the black one, just depending on how I feel that day. If I feel like being bright and rainbowy, then I will wear this t-shirt dress with a pair of jeans. Actually, the pair of jeans that I'm wearing right now, but I've got another pair of jeans in here just to demonstrate how it's all gonna fit. I need to make sure that everything's gonna fit into my backpack. This is like just a really light cardigan. Okay, we're getting near the end. Oh, I forgot something. I have a couple of gray tops. Do I need 2 gray tops? I have this one top, and then I have this one that's a nicer fabric, and it has like a white collar. I'm going to just put the straight gray one in for now. We'll see if that other one makes it in. This is my like go-to black cardigan. It's like a 3/4 length, and I've had it for forever. The weather for where we're going to Romania. I didn't say that yet, but we're going to Romania. The weather is supposed to be a little bit cooler, but also bright and sunny during the day. So I kind of need to be prepared for nighttime being cooler and daytime being a little bit warmer. I have a long black skirt. This is kind of a heavier material. This is something that I don't even know if it's in my drawings. I think that I should have something like that just for, I don't know, it's a basic staple. You know what, I think I'm doing pretty good. Here's some tights, and I have like a little button up. You saw me wear this in the last vlog. A little button up kind of blouse that I like to wear because it's very light and it matches with just about everything too. Oh my goodness, we're doing great. We're gonna fill up this large packing cube and that will be it. I said that I wanted to pack the lightest ever. These jeans are inside out, but these are not the jeans that I'm gonna be bringing anyways. I'm gonna be bringing this medium wash jeans, and not all this stuff is gonna be in here. This sweater will not be in here, this black top will not be in here, and these jeans will not be in here. I think I can fit the swimsuit in here as well. It'll zip. Last year when we went to Prague, I ended up using this large packing cube and then a medium-sized packing cube and the small packing cube. And this year I'm just doing the large packing cube and it all fits. So that's all my clothes for the trip. Feels good. I love packing. I love it. Who else is a packing nerd? I love it so much. So, take this guy and I just put the big packing cube in first because that's taking up the most room in my bag. That pretty much takes up the full cavity in there, but there is a little bit of room to get this in there. This is going to be the third trip for this backpack, third trip to Europe. So I can push it down a little bit more, which I like to do. Push it down from this side and work the drawstring up until it's pretty much all the way closed. Plus, this part comes down over it, and then you can cinch it closed. Oh, it's already at the max amount that it can go down, I think. So that's cinched in. And you can see that's my tiny backpack. Not that big. I just need to put some things into the bottom here. This is pretty much what I will look like on my travel day. I have my backpack. I actually managed to fit all of my journaling things into this backpack. When I get to the airport, I will look like this. I have my purse. When I am about to go onto the airplane, I will take the things from this purse and my journal pouch and all of the things that I need for the actual plane ride to keep me entertained, and I am going to try to do a face mask on the plane. Please let me know in the comments if anybody has ever done this. I see it all over the place and I'm like, I want to try it. So I am going to bring a face mask, but I will take everything from in that bottom thing and from in this purse and put it into this little backpack that I got. This little backpack folds into this thing and then it unfolds, and it's actually a full-sized backpack, and it has a little pouch and it just has a, I don't know if you can see this at all, an inside like that. And so I will put that, all my stuff, my journaling supplies, so I can have that underneath the seat in front of me, everything available. And yeah, so this is it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I know it's a little bit different from the videos that I have been doing, but packing videos and trip planning videos are literally my jam. So I hope you enjoyed this as much as I enjoyed making this, and I hope you have an amazing day and safe travels if you're traveling anywhere soon. And when I come back from my trip, I will share with you my travel journal, how that all panned out, and maybe some footage of our trip, maybe some footage of this setup in action. We'll see. Until then, thank you again so much for watching. Please let me know if you like this kind of video in the comments, and make sure to subscribe if you want to know when my Etsy shop is opening. It will be at the end of this month. So I'm really excited, and I'll let you know more about that, when the shop launch will be, and we might have a live event here on my channel. So stay tuned. See you all later. Bye! Bye! I'm going on a trip! I'm going on a trip! I'm going on a trip! I'm so excited! We leave tomorrow! Yay! Bye!